quarters. We have enough room. Okay.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
The handmaiden has joined your party. She has a tiny defense which protects her against melee attacks, and is an excellent unarmed fighter.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Yeah, I don't have one. She can fight without arms? Yes, exactly. Aegis and the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
And I can't read his reactions to what I'm saying. Don't know why. Very well, to begin there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Well, if we're gonna build a lightsaber... Oh. They're eat?
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
I don't think you need that. Delete!
Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
Aw. Damn. Lots of stuff happening.
Betrayal.
What?
Machines. His passion for such things defies me.
Jeez,
All I'm
Kaya.
saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Don't worry, Beard probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
T3M4 has received a permanent +2 bonus to his constitution. Yay! So he has more health when I don't take him along on missions. So if we're going to build a lightsaber that reflects us, I'm going to need to find a lot of mirrors. Tish. Yes, I was holding on to that joke for like 5 minutes. Thank goodness I did, right? Let's check the hyperdrive. Sorry, you weren't listening. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, welcome, Exile. Is there something you need?
You alright?
Yes, your features. Your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters, yet it comes to you with ease.
I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings and others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Can I ask you something?
You may ask.
Did Atreus ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
She's just teasing you. I'm really not a bad guy.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
I did not walk the path of the dark side.
Atreus says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I keep fighting the Jedi Civil War?
Atreus says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Atreus' heart says?
Without having seen you and Atreus fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Well, I have no wish to fight Atreus.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice.
If I fought Atreus, then that might make the truth come out.
Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
True, but you can't really ask how someone's day is gone. You're fighting. I had some other questions.
You may ask.
Crush and skull would not get to the heart of the matter, duh. But tish. The heart is in the torso. Ah, yes, I remember that. I wanted to ask you about Atreus.
I do not wish to speak of her to you. Her actions are her own, and to reveal to you if she sees fit.
I had some
You
other
may
questions. Right next to the butt. I don't get it. Why do you look different than your sisters?
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother, but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of it if you wish to hear it.
Sure.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanis, an Ichani general.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm pretty sure it's like based on some symbol from long ago or something. Usanis was a hero of the Mandalorian Wars, one of the greatest.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
If your face is any indication, she must have been beautiful. Sure.
I never saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
What happened to him?
He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
You think there's some disputes on the matter, but you like the bad theory, and from what you get, it's not discredited? Okay. Fair enough. So why tell me?
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I appreciate your trust. Thank you for telling me. Well, actually, they do blame me for Malachor 5. Yeah, she's technically a bastard, yes.
Malachor 5 is the place where I lost my mother and my father. But it was their choice to fight the Mandalorians, and to die there, if Malachor was to be their grave. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I'll accept. I'm grateful for your words and for your assistance.
You honor me, Exile. Together, then.
Man, she grew on to me quickly. I just offered her a decent room, and she's like, I pledge to fight and die with you. Ooh, influence gained, that's good.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You didn't remember she was told to trick into befriending her, right? No? I don't see how that has anything to do with her true feelings. You can always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
You sometimes forget that I'm dumb. Good. I like to remind people of that. This is going to be a short journey if everyone's watching each other for betrayal.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Adam, not them? Okay. You better?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Okay, thanks. I don't want to talk about it, and I don't want you asking him about it either. Nah. It is not your concern.
Very well. I did not mean to bring up painful memories. Forgive me.
It's just difficult to describe to someone who wasn't there.
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
Okay.
Yes?
Can I ask you some questions?
You may.
Why are you called the Handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the Handmaidens.
You're the last of them?
I am the last of the Handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
And you would preserve it?
Atris has already preserved it. What I wonder is if the Jedi teachings should not simply be stored, but brought to others. There is much in their approach to battle that is worthy to be shared.
Battle is not the truth of the Jedi teachings. I believe it is the farthest thing from it. That kind of goes against what I did during the Mandalorian Wars there. I do like number 5 there. When the methods to inflict violence in others is limited, it weakens us all. Is this what occupies your thoughts?
To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause?
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
I agree. It shows how far you are willing to go for your goals.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Revan and Malak were driven only by the dark side. Sure, why not?
But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true.
I had some other questions. Actually, never mind. Cool. Light side points. I think we're like pretty much full up now. Yep.
Yes? I am trained that
Do you have a name?
before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
It was probably Burden, right? You should take value in yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
Do you think that I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Let's not do number 1 and 2, although I really want to. I had some other questions.
You may ask.
I would like to return to the Academy on Telos.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Do you have them?
Yes, but I could not give them to you.
Okay. Short conversation.
You may ask.
I'll be going. Then that's done.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Geez, Grey, we've got 6 people coming along and freaking blowing your lid. Only as many as I need, and only as many as will sacrifice themselves to me. She'll probably like that answer.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
I'm no leader.
No? Perhaps not. Or perhaps you are different, something more. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Why are you angry?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
No, I asked why are you angry? I've noticed their behavior is changing. Atten especially.
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman, she worships you. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines, there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
You have a point. I will reflect upon this.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
It was a powerful presence. There was little one did not believe when he spoke it with conviction.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
I thought teachings of the Sith came from Carbon.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
He gave out free Skittles? Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes?
I'll be going. Oh man, we got dark side points and we didn't even freaking get influence. I'm loading.
How many more? Then prepare. They will follow you. No, I am.
Does the fact that they obey me upset you?
I know they obey you. Have you noticed what? What?
And what about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
I will think upon how my allies may be used then.
Good, and that was Revan's way. Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken this. They are, and not a one.
Oh well, whatever. Anyway guys, I think I need to get going. I will be back tomorrow. Probably talk to the rest of our crew. We need to finish talking to Kreia as well. But yeah. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll see you around. Cheers.